Welcome back, Wayward Souls, to the Double Tap In, episode 61, Thanksgiving.
Damn, man, we're really progressing on this shit.
We are. We just the way our schedules have been lately, like it's making me, and it's like I'm never nervous that we're not going to have a show, but like we've got one pre-recorded show right now.
Right.
So like for us to do these, like we need to log a little showtime. So
it's yesterday I watched the episode where you turned purple and then lost power. Or I watched it. It released this morning? So at 1 o'clock this morning, I'm watching it. And man, the shit that we've encountered while doing this, people stopping by the house, they're fucking Barney purple, the power loss, all of it. And I'm going, here we are, we're doing it. And I've got the phone next to the microphone so people can hear you. And we're having the full conversation about shit.
Yep.
So there's a learning curve with everything.
Absolutely. At some point, it's going to get to the point where I'm not using like you got one of those little circle lights, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
See, the reflection in my glasses says yes. Yes, I do.
Ugly but well lit. Congrats, sir.
Yep. If I'm going to be ugly, I'm going whole hog with the ugly. I want everybody to see it.
Yeah. Make sure everybody knows. But at some point, like it's gonna I'm gonna get like a fancy little camera, and then the ring light as well. So I'm ugly and well lit, and you can see me better.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be fantastic.
Well, all this is your fault because I had to buy the microphone.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and you don't half-ass anything. You whole ass.
I whole ass everything.
Yep.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I blame my ADHD for that shit.
The only reason you whole ass everything is because you can't remember what the previous thing was, and you get I need this, and then you bounce to the next thing.
Yep. 100. And it's also fucking hysterical because I'll buy something and then forget that I already bought it. So I end up with 81 of whatever item it is. I'm going, I thought I ordered this. Well, I guess I didn't. I'll order it again.
Order another one.
Yep. And then you got a stack.
Yeah. You knock on the door from FedEx. Here you go.
Yep. Again? Really? So Jennifer has discovered Wayfair.
Oh.
You're familiar with Wayfair? And by the way, for folks that don't know, our topic, I guess, is supposed to be Thanksgiving, and we'll get into that.
We'll get there.
We've got to cover this shit first. So she discovers Wayfair and orders bowls for Annie because we don't have any bowls in it. And Jennifer is not a paper plate girl. She's a little bit more fancy than that. So no paper plates. Yeah. It is what it is. I don't care. I'll wash dishes.
Yep.
So she orders bowls. The second day, she gets them delivered. I wash them. I do all that. The second day, she gets 2 more identical boxes. I take pictures and I send to Jennifer. And I said, hey, we don't need 18 bowls for Annie.
For 2 of us.
Just don't. And she goes, I didn't order them. And I went, huh? And she said, yeah, I didn't order them. I said, all right. She said, I will call Wayfair and tell them that they made a mistake. I said, the fuck you will.
Yeah.
I can put them on Marketplace.
Yep.
They send it. That is their problem. Not yours. Don't worry about it.
Yep. We when we were going through the renovation process at Snow Hill, I had asked, so they allotted the athletic teams so much money for new equipment, new whatever for the new fields and facilities and all this. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, the fuck? I deal with all of these teams. I want some money. I want some new shit. I'm getting a new room. You don't want me to put the old shit in the new room. So at the time, Tom was my principal. So I go up and make my case, and Tom's like, make me a list. You got it, boss. So I make a list. It was probably $30,000 worth of shit. I go rolling back in and said, here you go. And he says, Ben, you know I can't send this to the board. So, well, sir, like, that's fine. I said, here's my justification is, one, I'm not giving you a list of, like, this is like a safe list. And then they tell me I have to cut it. And now I don't get some of the things I really want and some of the things I need. I said, so there's shit on there that I don't want, nor do I need. But it's on there because, like, when they're like, no, you got to cut $5,000.
We know how this works.
Yeah. Like, that's part of the game, sir. He's like, good call. I said, also, like, we're allotting anywhere from this much to this much money per team. Well, sir, I cover all the teams. I cover all the seasons. Like, hook a brother up. He's like, okay. So instead of it being like $10,000, he was like 15. Right. I'll send the list up to the board for 15, 20,000, whatever it was. $51 million renovation of the school and grounds. Whatever, you know? So I submit the list. The list comes back, and it's, yep, you can get everything. The meeting, actually, this was the fun thing, was like the meetings where they were having them was in. So I moved from this little office in the old gym to a trailer, one of the portable classrooms out back of the gym. And it's fucking huge. It was a classroom. And prior to that, I went up and talked to him. I was like, hey, you know, I'd really like to do this. I can set up on one half of the room. I have room on the other end for rehab, for this, for that, all this kind of stuff. It's got air conditioning. It's got heat. Like, it's pretty perfect. He said, well, I was going to use that as a conference room. I said, well, can we split it? Most of your conferences and most of your meetings, like, are in the morning or during the day when, like, either I'm not there yet or I don't need to be there. And if it's a confidential meeting, just put a little thing on the door and shoot me an email of like, hey, I need the room this day. You can't be there. No problem. I'll find something else to do. He's like, I like it. Let's do it. And the construction meetings, like, they didn't care if I was there or not.
Yeah. So
the next meeting comes and I'm waiting. Like, I know this is the meeting. Tom's got my list. He says, all right, so we've had a request from the athletic trainer for some supplies for the new facility and all this and that. And I asked him to create a list of needs and that kind of stuff. So I have that, and he passed it down to the project manager. And the project manager takes it. He's looking at it. It doesn't really look at anything on it. Just looks at the bottom where the price is. He says, yep, you're good, and hands it back. and like simultaneously, like I'm sitting at my desk, like I'm not paying attention. Yep. Simultaneously, they both look over. Tom and the project manager both look like, you good, Ben? I was like, yes, sir. Thank you. I was like, holy shit. Like, it ended up being, because again, like, the shit I didn't want or need, like, I didn't buy. I was I'm not here to waste money.
That's right.
But I'm just trying to really ensure that I get what I want. And so as a part of that, I ordered these really cool devices that circulate cold water, and it maintains the temperature, and it does compression, and really cool. So I order one, and then through the process, I'm like, hey, this thing has a Whirlpool in here. I'm not going to use a Whirlpool. Like, there's no space. It doesn't make sense. The money I was going to spend on that, can I spend it on these things? It does the same thing. I already have one. I know I like it. They're like, Yes, absolutely. So I order another one and another full setup and all this kind of stuff. And throughout the process, like the guys that we're working with, the project manager, the site manager, like they come to realize that, like, again, I'm not trying to waste money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm buying shit that we can use. That's like, it's really good stuff, like all that kind of stuff. So they work with me. Well, I order another one of these devices and 2 show up. Now, mind you, yeah, this is like, I think it was like a $6,000 piece of equipment at the time. No, probably $1,000 or $2,000 piece of equipment at the time. So I call the site manager. I was like, "Hey, do you know something I don't?" He's like, "No, you've done all the ordering. So whatever you get, like you just send us the bill. I don't know anything about it." Okay. So I call the company I ordered it from. I was like, "Hey, we had a little snafu with our bookkeeping, made some bullshit story up. I just want to check that my account is clear. I'm good, all this kind of stuff." They're like, "Yep, everything's paid. You're all set." Terrific. Thank you. Awesome.
How you doing?
Have a great day. Click. So now I have 3 of these devices and like legitimately only need 2. Like I have no use and no need for a third one because I still have a nice machine. I still like truly no need for a third one. So I call the guy. I call the site manager. I was like, "Hey," and there was a tense relationship with him and some of the staff at the previous high school that they renovated to the point where they don't even talk to each other. Yeah. I was like, "Hey, look, I know you guys don't get along, but I can't use this third one. This is what it would cost to set it up for basically the same setup that I have. Can we spend this much money? And then can I give that to Pokemon?" And he's like, "Are you serious? Are you fucking with me?" Like his exact words. I was like,
Yeah.
"I'm not fucking with you. I truly can't use it. Like I know, like if you were to take this down here, or if I were to take this down here, like it would put this woman in tears. Like that's how happy she would be." He's like, "Send me the bill." Yes, sir. So it all comes in. I box it up. I take a ride down. I was like, "Hey, I need you to come open the door." "You're here? Yeah, come open the door. I'm holding shit. It's heavy." So we go walking in. I was like, go through like, "Hey, look, I know you guys don't have the best relationship. We were fortunate. A happy accident happened. This is for you." And sure enough, like just the waterworks start to go. And that was really cool. Perfect. That was probably one of the coolest parts about the whole shit show of the renovation. So they still don't talk to each other, but
that's all right.
I'm not there anymore. And he's not there either.
Well, he's not there either.
So, but yeah, if you're going to send it to me, you're not fucking getting it back. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So now I got 18 bowls, but
Well, how many are going for sale?
All but 6.
Perfect.
Yep. Didn't even open the box.
Even better.
I'll take the pictures of the ones that we, opened, and rest of it's in the box closed.
Yep. Just put a new label over top.
Throw me $20 and you can have it. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. So Thanksgiving. We're halfway through the show.
We're already prepping.
Halfway through the show, and we're just getting to the topic. But yeah, already prepping.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Jennifer has been diligently feeding her sourdough starter because she makes Jennifer rolls for dinner. Mm-hmm. So she's making sure she's got plenty of that. I have the oysters are ordered for the oyster dressing. And this year for appetizers, my mom has decided she wants to do single fried oysters.
Oh,
not mad at it.
No,
not mad at it. And then, I'm going to smoke a ham. I'm going to smoke a turkey. It's going to be a good time. Always is.
Oh, absolutely.
Always is.
Absolutely. Thanksgiving is it's like the Super Bowl of meals.
Oh, for
You know, like, oh my gosh. Like we're going to my parents' house, and my in-laws we're going to my parents' house. My brother, sister-in-law, and their 2 kids and dog are coming over. And then my in-laws are actually coming up. My sister-in-law, Rachel's sister Whit, is going to stay in Texas. So she's not coming, but my in-laws are going to come up. So we're going to Harper and Lincoln are going to have both their grandparents, both sets of grandparents, their cousins, their aunt and uncle. So it's going to be, we're real excited for it.
Take lots of pictures.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And like, it's going to be some wonderful food. Like that's what I'm excited for.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So do you do like the candied yams and all the traditional, the green bean casserole, all the traditional holiday Thanksgiving fare?
Yeah. So it'll be, well, I say yeah. In my mind, if we're at my house, if we're at the Wayward Soles headquarters, smoked turkey. I got to tell you, and I might catch some heat for this, but the Stouffer's stovetop stuffing, like I'm a fan. No 2 ways about it. I'm a fan.
Yep. Always have been.
Yeah. Yeah. And I tell you, I don't know when I first had it, but for the longest time, like I never had it. Like the only stuffing that I had was what my mom would make from scratch. And it was like stuffed in the bird. And there was always a little bit and like a little piece of Corningware that would go in the oven. And yeah, and like it's good.
Mm-hmm.
But there's just something about that stovetop stuffing that I just, it's good.
Yep.
Green bean casserole, mashed potatoes. Mom does the sweet potatoes in a frying pan with butter and brown sugar and just kind of like spoons it over the top. But I could go mashed sweet potatoes with the marshmallow shit on top with the, was it pecans or walnuts or some shit and some brown sugar on top. Like I'm kind of a slut for some sweet potatoes. I'm kind of a slut for all of it, really. Yeah. And a green bean casserole. I found out last year we didn't do a green bean casserole, and I was like, that is an absolute tragedy. Like if you're not putting some green bean casserole on my plate for Thanksgiving, I'm probably leaving.
Yep.
Sorry, no 2 ways about it. Yeah, gotta have it. Yeah,
for sure. It's I can't think of a better term than Super Bowl with food. You did great. That's an
absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah, like there's like, go ahead.
And I act accordingly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, like I said, I'm already prepping. Yeah. Monday, today is Friday. For those of you who don't know, Thursday. What is today?
Today's Thursday.
So
a week from today.
Oh yeah, look at that shit. Holy hell.
A week from today.
So I've got 2 turkeys in the double tap right now, thawing. They're in the refrigerator thawing. Monday, they will go into the brine. Mm-hmm. And Wednesday afternoon, they will get smoked. And it's like an Olympic sport.
Mm-hmm.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not doing, because I sold the big smokers, I'm not doing 16 turkeys this year. I'm only doing 2. But yeah, man, love that shit.
Yeah. I was talking to Mary Beth Lampman yesterday. So this week is American Education Week. So I went down and saw Harper, and then it's right across the street. So I was like, oh, I'll walk over and say hi to Rachel. And Mary's classroom is in the middle school. I'm like, well, fuck it. Before I leave, I'll go ahead and say hi to Mary. Like, I haven't seen her in forever. And she was like, hey, I know Michael's not smoking turkeys anymore. What's your smoker got on it?
She said,
yeah.
I sent me a text the other night, and she said, are you by chance? I said, no, ma'am, I'm sorry. And I hate to tell anybody no.
Yeah.
especially with that, especially being Todd and Mary Beth.
Yeah.
You know, I hate it.
Yeah.
But I don't have a choice. You know, I
Yeah.
just don't have the capacity now
Yeah.
to do more than what I have.
Yeah. So I have, so we talked about it a little bit. I was like, they don't really know what their Thanksgiving plans are.
Mm-hmm.
I know that we're going to be away. I was like, I don't know if I can pull it off for you. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's like, all right, well, I said, you guys figure out what you're doing and let me know. And if I can do it, I'll do it. If not, like, I'll make, like, we'll come over another time and we'll have turkey. Because I fucking love turkey on the smoker. So yeah, so we're doing, listen to this. So my shift works Tuesday, and we are doing our Thanksgiving meal on Tuesday. And at work, headquarters and station 2, if you can put it in a boat and in a wrap or taco of some kind, that's what we eat. Almost every shift, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do Thanksgiving tacos.
Fuck yes. Fuck yeah. When you said if we can put it in a boat or a wrap or a taco, I went, these motherfuckers, I know exactly what they're going to do. Holy shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
Yep. And like, so if you're like, I'm not eating a fucking turkey taco or Thanksgiving taco, that's fine.
More
Because
for
you
me.
still have, there's more for me. And you still have everything else here for a Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
We are just choosing to put it into a convenient holster for our Thanksgiving foods.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. That's awesome.
Right? So I think, I think I'm gonna have to smoke. I think we said 2 turkeys for the shift. So that'll be Monday. I think I get them side by side. So we'll see how it goes.
We've discussed in the past about how your mom has got to have a turkey in the oven for Thanksgiving. Are you going to take your smoked turkey? So you're going to be smoked turkey-less at the traditional Thanksgiving meal. Benjamin. Have we had a discussion about this with your mom?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And in fairness to mom, because when we first started the discussion, it was when frying turkeys came out.
Yeah.
That was the hot thing. And so we fried a turkey one year. My brother had done them before. We're all together. We're going to fry this turkey, Mom. Either get on board or, order your turkey from somewhere else. And it didn't go well. In that the fryer that we used, you had like the safety feature, fucking dumb. You had to go back and like retwist it on every 15 minutes. So it like fucks your day up. Like you can't set it and forget it. Which that like really kind of seems more dangerous. Like once that shit's in there, I don't want to be dipping my hand underneath of it.
Nope.
Like fucking dumb. Anyway, but it didn't go well. Like as we put the turkey into the oil, like the skin pulled back and it burnt the shit out of some of the breast meat. And I thought it was good. It was still good, but Mom was like, nah, like which was a fair, like if you're going to try and get to change how you're going to do it, like you have to knock it out of the park.
Oh yeah.
Like it's got to be a home run. Yeah. And this was a double, like not even a stand-up double, so so a couple years go by and I was like, Mom, we're going to smoke a turkey for Thanksgiving. I'll take care of it. We're at my brother's house. I said, we're smoking a turkey. Like, so I had everything shipped there. He brined it, got it smoking, and then we got there while it was still cooking. So I took over from there, and it was like one of those cabinet smokers, and it sat high, so it was a little crispy on top. It was still good, still very good, but it didn't have the same presentation that, like, if it was on the old Camp Chef, it would have. It was still really good. My mouth is still watering thinking about it. And after that, it was just like it's good. I just don't like it. So I think the hang up that I have with the oven turkey is that you're constantly like opening, closing, checking the temperature. Did the little thing pop out? Like, throw that little fucking thing out. Here's going to be our PSA for Thanksgiving turkeys. No matter how you cook it, 165 degrees.
Yep.
Like, that's it. That's it. Have a way to measure your temperature, monitor it the whole time, and when you get to like 160, pull it, let it rest, cover it with foil. It'll get to 165. You'll be fine. And it will be stupid good.
Yep. And it'll be moist because you didn't overcook it.
Exactly. Like, so I told, when my dad was here, I was like, hey, we'll clean these probes up for the thermometer, take it home, and you guys use it for the turkey on Thanksgiving, and we'll be there, set it to 165, or don't even set it at all. Just watch it till it gets to 165, and you don't have to mess with it. So I'm hoping that's the difference. I've said before, having that thermometer and then my digital instant read thermometer is the biggest change and the biggest improvement to my cooking.
Yep.
Hands down. Take the smoker away, take all the stuff on the back deck, the Blackstone, the keg, get rid of all of it. And the biggest improvement to my cooking is watching the temperature.
Yep.
So
we've said it before on the show with just my meatloaf game.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Has changed because of having the Insta-Read and having the probe and all that kind of stuff. Because you're not overcooking anything. And once you get it to that perfect temperature, you're improving your quality.
Yeah.
It's a cheap investment. Because I have 2 Insta-Reads now. Jennifer got me one for Christmas last year. And because I wore the other one damn near out.
Mm-hmm.
I use it that much. And it is a game changer.
Yeah.
Beyond the shadow of any doubt.
Yeah.
So what are your go-to desserts for Thanksgiving?
So there's always either a cherry or an apple pie. Dad is an absolute slut for specifically apple, but if we can't find apple, then it's a cherry pie with ice cream. After that, I really don't give a shit. Like, as long as there's some, I've got a sweet tooth like no other. So as long as there's something there, if we're somewhere and there's a pumpkin pie, like, I'm going to have a slice of pumpkin pie. Don't buy me a pumpkin pie.
Right.
Because I want one slice, a slice. That's it. Like, I don't need the whole thing. What about for you?
So there's always a pecan pie. My dad, Jim, loves a pecan pie. There's always a pumpkin pie. Then Jennifer, and this goes in with the pumpkin pie. Jennifer makes her own pumpkin pie. She buys the pumpkin. She cuts them, cleans them out. She bakes them. She does all that shit. And when it comes to baked goods, when I met her, I'd take a box of vanilla wafers or a bag of Oreos or whatever, and a glass of milk, and I was perfectly content. Well, I can tell you now, married to a woman who bakes and gets into the science of baking and all that shit, I'm a snob now when it comes to shit.
Oh yeah.
If it's a Mrs. Smith pumpkin pie, I'll let it slide because it's good. Otherwise, it's going to be Jennifer's all the way across the board.
Yeah.
And that's the same with her rolls. It's the same, unless it's a sweet Hawaiian roll. Now, look, Jennifer, I love you, but you need to work on how to make a King's Hawaiian roll. Just saying. But anyway, her yeast rolls are freaking fantastic. They're just they're dynamite.
Yeah.
And so the dessert stuff. Hey, if somebody's got a can't think of pretzel salad or some shit like that, I ain't mad at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go get them, brothers!
Going to Ocean City. 14th Street.
Yep.
Let's see, what was it? 406 14th Street. Smoke showing.
Uh-oh. Yep, there it is. Ain't that some shit? I love how we stop the podcast to figure out what's going on at work.
Right. The brother's got a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Station 600, mutual response to Ocean City for a fire at a condo building, 410 14th Street, requesting ladder 6, respond on fire 1.
There we go.
There it is.
Yeah, fun shit.
Here's something that we talked about stuffing or what stuffing or what's the other
dressing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the sausage stuffing or dressing?
Never done it.
I've had it once, and it was with like a Jimmy Dean's or Bob Evans sage sausage.
Mm-hmm.
Mama was ducking that day because not only was it like a stovetop stuffing, it also had that sage sausage in it.
Ooh.
God, good.
Ooh. So I mentioned earlier that we do an oyster dressing.
Uh-huh.
And that is an Eastern Shore staple when it comes to Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
And Jennifer was trying to explain it to someone the other day, and they had envisioned stovetop with oysters in it kind of deal.
Uh-huh.
And Jennifer said, no, this is a cracker. It's oysters, crackers, pepper, milk, and that's about it. Maybe a little Old Bay if you want it, that kind of deal. And it is a very simple, very Eastern Shore thing.
Yeah.
My grandmother used to make it. My dad's mom used to make it all the time. I have her recipe. Then when she was unable to do it, my dad did it. And now that he's gone, it is me. I'm the keeper of the recipe. Now, fortunately, my mom has the same recipe. So coming up, Thursday, we're having oyster dressing. And again, much like the green bean casserole, if they don't have the oyster dressing for Thanksgiving, I ain't fucking eating. I'm gonna go on food strike. It's just as much as I possibly can.
Just how it is. Yeah.
It's just how it is.
Yeah. We like I said a couple years ago, I don't even remember when it was, but realized that we didn't have the green bean
casserole.
Yeah.
That shit.
Casserole. Yeah, that shit. And it wasn't until afterwards, and I think like days later, like I'm making stuff, putting it all together to take to work, and I was like, "Where's the green bean casserole?" Rachel's like, "We didn't have green bean casserole." I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like I'm not a leftover fan by any means. Like I eat it because it saves us money.
Yeah.
Because it makes my wife happy, and that's really about it. Like, it's fine. But if it was up to me, no more leftovers. Except for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, buddy.
And like, I'm already looking forward to leftovers.
It's funny. How big a turkey do you think we need? It's only going to be 4 of us. So, can you get
20
it
pounds.
every fucking time? that is my response every single fucking time. And the reason is leftovers. Because you've got Thanksgiving on Thursday, deer season starts on Saturday.
Yeah.
And there is nothing better in the world than breaking out your leftover turkey sandwich to give you the midday snack while you're deer hunting.
Yeah.
And it goes back, again, nostalgia. We discussed calico bean bake in a previous episode. That calico bean bake was made by my dad every deer season eve. So lunchtime, you had calico bean bake. And it's nostalgic. It is absolute 110% nostalgic. I gotta have it. It's the same, packing my little deer bag to go out in the woods. I've got to have Little Debbie snack cakes, Christmas tree preferably, and Butterfingers. And that came from growing up in a traditional hunting family where you prep for the opening day of deer season like you're going on a camping safari for 8 days.
Yeah.
And then by 8 a.m., all your Butterfingers are gone, your sandwich is half eaten, your coffee's gone, all that shit. And you go, fuck this, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Looks like a working fire.
There you go.
They just requested Ocean Pines to the scene.
Yep, that would be a working fire.
And Ladder 6 to the scene.
Yep, Ladder 6 just went out. I could hear the siren as they left the station.
Yeah. Yeah. Go get them, brothers.
That's right. Better than you to me right now.
That's right. But hey, we're going to wrap it up here because we're going to do an episode on Thanksgiving leftovers, specifically the little thing that I sent in the group. You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So, friends, have a wonderful and safe Thanksgiving. If you're frying your turkey, keep it away from your house. Don't spray the shit with water when it's on fire.
Yep.
Be careful. If you're smoking your turkey, God bless you. Enjoy it. It's going to be fucking amazing.
Post pictures of it because we want to see that shit.
Yes. Send us pictures and enjoy the quality time with your family. Just remember, as a conversation starter, there's always politics. We currently enjoy the discussion about the future president and the outgoing president. So make sure you bring that up. Maybe the other thing you can talk about is abortion because that won't cause any problems either.
And toss in some religion on top of it, and
you're golden.
What could happen?
And some alcohol. Happy Thanksgiving, friends. And thanks for watching. We truly appreciate you guys and everything that you guys do for us. So thanks and have a great day. See you.